Hello everyone from Ali at 11th House Wellbeing, and welcome to our Wednesday appointment. So we are in a bit of a different setting today. We are staying, Edgar and I, my dog and I, are staying with friends. We're enjoying a little bit of a holiday, and even with the weather we've been having, we've been going for walks, exploring and really enjoying our time away. So what I have for you today is something which is called urge surfing. I had a session with a client yesterday, so it's a semi-holiday really, and this session was around food cravings specifically. But then I thought, you know what, we could do something about this today, because cravings biologically as something that we all experience in one form or another. And of course, food cravings is quite a common one. Chocolate, for example, or savory foods as well. And nowadays, a lot of us are experiencing cravings around technology as well. So be honest, how many of you are pretty much glued, like me, to your tablet or your phone? And I put myself in that group because I always say, I've got my whole life on my phone, so my phone is here with me, and it's always pretty much with me. And I've got my social life on my phone, I've got my professional life on my phone as well, calendar, appointments, email, and everything. So yeah, it pretty much lives with me. And we do experience, a lot of us experience that reward when we get an email, when we hear a notification, and it could be something in your social media. It could be a text, it could be a message from Facebook, from Instagram, from it could be a tweet, and we experience that instant excitement and that urge to go and check. So it's not just food, our brain is very quick to pick up on that reward and to weave it into a habit for us, because obviously if we are getting what our brain perceives as a benefit, we are getting the excitement, we are getting that sudden jolt of pleasure. And of course this very quickly gets built into a habit, which is something that we don't question anymore. It's something that forms part of our autopilot. And of course, what do we do in mindfulness? We learn to step out of that autopilot and to be aware. Awareness is the opposite of autopilot, of everything that happens, all of our experience, whatever it is. So in this case, it means that we become aware of this process. We become aware of what is going on, becoming aware of the sensations of pleasure, the sensations of urge to either have that piece of chocolate or look at our phone, going into a Facebook and checking what's there. And then of course we can still choose. It doesn't mean renouncing these things. It means that we can choose, because we are aware of what is happening and we can choose what our next step is. So instead of being on autopilot, scoffing down chocolate and barely being aware of it, aware of the flavors, aware of the whole experience, the chewing, the smells, and the joy that it gives us, instead of being on autopilot, scrolling through Facebook for hours, and the next time you look at the time and hours have gone by and you don't know what you've really done. We are doing this with a full awareness, and if we are enjoying the experience, then we really are enjoying the experience by choice. So what I'd like you to do is to, well, you have a choice here, because it really depends on what you want to work on. This is something that can be completely personalized. It's just a process, it is. So in my case, I'm choosing to do this with my phone. So if you're doing this with your phone, just take your phone in your hands, or if it is a chocolate bar, take that chocolate bar in your hands. Don't unwrap it yet. And we're just holding it. We're just holding it without looking at it at first. So close your eyes and just feel whatever it is you have in your hands, your chocolate bar or your packet of crisps or your phone. Just feeling the weight, feeling the shape, feeling the texture of it. Just holding it, exploring it with your sense of touch. And if it is something edible, you could smell it as well, engage other senses as well. And if it makes a sound, it could be the wrapping. If it is food, you could become aware of that as well. What does it sound like when you are running your hands on it? You could do this with your phone as well. And then I'd like you to look at it. And if it is the chocolate bar or the packet of crisps, just look at it without opening it yet. And if you are looking at your phone, don't even put the screen on. Just look at your phone as it is, with your lock screen on. Just look at it and start noticing. Are there any thoughts popping into your mind? Any thoughts like, oh, I could check my emails? Any thoughts like, in my case, I've just noticed that there is a text there on my lock screen. So what is going through my mind is, oh, I could check that text. I wonder who it is from. I wonder what it is about. You know, that urge to connect with someone in this way. And what feelings, what emotions are there? What are you experiencing? If it is food, are you experiencing a craving? Is there a craving there to actually open the packet, open the wrapping and have that? The thought that you could very easily enjoy that. And where do you feel this urge in your body? Where is it? Is it all in your head? Sometimes people say, oh, it's all in my head. And what does it feel like? Or is it in the rest of your body? Is it around your stomach, for example? It could be a sense of excitement, sense of butterflies in your stomach. It could be more of a constricted sense, tension. I need to have that. It could be restlessness in your hands. And just spend a few seconds exploring what is going on in your experience, thoughts, feelings, and sensations in your body. And then once you have explored, once you have gained awareness for a few seconds of what is going on, let's take it one step further. And if you are using your phone or your tablet for this, just put the screen on with all your apps there. And again, just look at it. Or if it is food, unwrap it or open the packet and just look at it. Just enjoy the sight of it. And you could look at all your apps on your phone. You'd be aware of notifications. And again, what are you experiencing? Is there an urge? Is there a craving? And if there is, what does it feel like? What does it feel like in your body? What is the embodied sensation of this craving? And again, just spend a minute exploring what is there, how it manifests in you, which way you are experiencing what you call a craving, an urge. And just be aware that you can actually, because you are doing it, you can experience this urge, this craving, without necessarily giving into it. just making it part of your experience, of your human experience. Right now, in your experience, there is craving, an urge, and that is fine. You can just be aware of it without needing to act on it. Just be aware of it. And if you are doing this with food, of course, you could not just look at the food, but you could smell the food as well. And what thoughts are popping into your head? Oh, this would be nice. Maybe thoughts of what it would taste like. Feelings of anticipation. And how is your body reacting? Are you starting to salivate in anticipation as well? And then at this point, it is really your choice what you do. You could just put food away or put your phone away. I'm putting it away now next to me and not act on it. And if this is your choice, what does it feel like? Again, have a little check-in with yourself. What does it feel like? What are you thinking? There could be a sense of pride. Oh, I've put it away. I don't need this. I can choose not to have this. I'm in control. There could be that sense of pride and reward as well, because that is a reward in itself, feeling in control. Look, I can do this. I have achieved this. Yeah, of course I can do this. Or there could be an even more intense sense of craving, that you have experienced this and you have put it back. That sense of frustration. Is there a sense of frustration? And again, how are you experiencing this in your body? And if you choose to go down the other way, the other avenue, and choose to actually, check your notifications, go into your Facebook, check who it was texting you, or actually have that food, you could do this instead of being on autopilot, with full awareness of what you are doing and what it feels like as you are doing it. So again, this is another example of how we can weave mindfulness into our own lives. And it's not just something that you do, shutting the door and sitting down on a chair or a cushion, but it is something that becomes a way of life, a different way of experiencing life and really fully experiencing life. So I really hope that this has helped you, and I'll see you here next week. And until then, please be safe and enjoy your week. All the best. Bye. Bye-bye.